Hi there, Mary here with Beyond Compulsion. I'm taking a break from the arduous task of filming my online class to talk about the Matthew Perry interview with Diane Sawyer about his addiction problems. And it's not lost on me that I'm trying to do addiction education in a TikTok world, so bear with me during this discussion because it's going to take more than 30 seconds. So we all know that addiction is a major problem, and it touches the lives of most people in some way or another, but we don't hear a ton about it until somebody like Matthew Perry comes forward and does an interview on national television about his addiction problems. And you know, everybody knows Matthew Perry, everybody knows Friends, even though it's been years since the show was out, was airing. It spans generations, so everybody knows about this person. And I'm sure a lot of you have watched the interview. So I understand that Matthew Perry is trying to help people, and by sharing his experience with addiction, he's trying to help people, and I think he's trying to give them a message of hope. But personally, working with addiction, in depth for 30 years, I came away, if I'd been an addict watching that interview, I would come away feeling more despair than hope, truthfully. Not everyone has $9 million to put toward an addiction problem, which is what Matthew Perry did. He spent $9 million on his addiction problem, and he went to 6,000 AA meetings. I don't know if they were all AA or if they were AA and NA, because he was going between alcohol and narcotics, kind of back and forth. So 6,000 meetings, which to anyone, if you think I want to deal with my addiction and that's what you're looking at, 6,000 meetings, how much more daunting could that be? And he did 30 years of therapy, which is, we talk about, deal with your trauma. And he had childhood trauma. Divorced parents, which is 50% of everybody or more now, and I don't want to minimize his trauma, but obviously if he's in therapy for 30 years, and he's probably dealt with some of those difficult feelings. So where did it go wrong? Because he did rehab 15 times. 15 times. And that's in-house rehab, which is probably incredible amounts of money. Spent half of his life, he's 50 something, spent half of his life in treatment or in sober living houses. He detoxed 65 times. He had 14 surgeries. He said he used he was taking 55 Vicodin a day to try to replace the alcohol. So, and then his colon burst and he ended up on life support, and in his words, he should be dead. He should not be here today. So I just want to let people know that something is going wrong in addiction treatment, and Matthew Perry is perfect evidence of that. But it doesn't have to be that way. He appears to be still living on the edge, and Diane Sawyer asked him, how would we know if you're in trouble? And he said, well, if he asked to be alone on a particular evening or something, or he said if he was cured, right? If he said he was cured. So to me, where is the recovery? Where's the recovery from addiction if you can't spend a night alone? You know, I mean, where's the peace of mind if you can't spend a night alone? And as far as being cured, yeah, no, you're probably not going to go messing with Vicodin or go messing with alcohol or whatever your problem is. You're going to get clear on that, but you don't have to be feel like you're living on the edge of relapse for your entire life. It's the addiction treatment that's going wrong. So I want to just encourage people to know that if you do addiction treatment correctly and you can change neural pathways, that permanent freedom from addiction is possible. You don't have to spend your entire life feeling like you have this monkey on your back. And the other thing that he said, which made me really question the treatments that he has been receiving, was he said that he was going to reward himself with toffee pudding for doing the interview because it was really hard to do the interview. And I think we are really very grossly underestimating the normalizing of food compulsion and how that feeds the overall problem, and that mentality being, such a societal obsession can affect somebody like Matthew Perry, who obviously wants to be really mentally free of his addiction and doesn't appear to be. So I've written an article about that particular subject, and you can read it on my website if you want. It's beyondcompulsion.com, and the article's called I Brought Sad Food. So if you came away from watching the Matthew Perry, Diane Sawyer interview feeling despair, I am not surprised at all, but I just wanted to maybe have this video offer a real message of hope that with proper addiction treatment, you really can get free of it and not have it consume your entire life and take it to your grave. It's really possible to get free. So hopefully visit my website and call me or text me. I'm at 503-502-9340. If you're struggling with compulsions or addictions of any kind, reach out. I can help. Okay? Thanks a lot for listening. Sorry it was not 30 seconds.